get to the bottom of this intrigue. What's been done to me, to this city?
Okay, let's see. So we have to inspect these boats. Oh, hello. Here we go.
The body is still warm. This man has just been drained of blood.
Oh, a fresh kill. Okay, let's see.
Blood and empty gin bottles. This bishop fellow is something of a heavy drinker. What's this? Some sort of note.
What's it say? Pre-win orders. October 30th from G. McCollum to the Docks Patrols. Object: multiple deaths in the Docks region. We believe a nasty leech is involved. Locate the beast, purge it, and quickly. Warning: according to recent reports, this vampire is very violent. Approach with extreme caution. I know we lack men in this part of town, but don't send rookies to investigate the case. If I'm correct, we've got a frenzied one killing each night. As always, search abandoned places first, like old houses, basements, sewers, or warehouses. Destroy the Leech Brothers. Okay, so pre-one must be like a band of vampire hunters.
They're a company of professional vampire hunters. This man was armed. He tried to defend himself. This corpse has been dried of its blood, just like the previous victim. There are blood splats on the other side of the canal. I must reach that barge.
There we go. Haha. Okay, I think that's a pretty neat way of like teleporting and stuff like that. I like it. Let's see. Oh, shillings. There we go. Oh. Oh, more stuff. Aluminium powder. Okay. Opportunity attack. X out a comment silently behind an enemy. I don't think there's a way to like crouch or anything, so we'll just... Bam! Bam! Okay, let's see. Ooh, some bullets! Equip and press triangle to use your ranged weapons and inflict both standard damage and stun damage. Be aware that your ammo is limited.
Good. I may need a lot of bullets.
So, oh, wrong button.
I feel like I'm back on the front line again.
Ah, there we go. Okay. Inventory. There we go. Can I... How do I equip? Oh, there we go. Okay, now we're set. Bam. Okay. So we got a stake and we've got a pistol. So we'll just keep the pistol equipped for the time being. Because guns, it be like that. Ba-doo-ba-doo-ba-doo. Let's see. Oh, a person. Okay, I just like watching him kind of like, you know, get yeeted up into the air. That was kind of funny. Alright, we've got more shillings, aluminium, and some lead plate. Okay. Ooh, even more shillings. I love cheese. I also love cheese. Cheese is, just... Enemy card. Press L3 to spot enemies around and display their enemy cards. I'm in a relationship with cheese. That's a mood. Some enemies are more resistant to certain types of damage. There are 4 types of resistances. There's physical, between melee and ranged, and powers, between blood and shadow. Orange indicates a medium resistance, red indicates a high resistance. So this guy is pretty strong against normal physical attacks. But he's weak against powers. Whereas this other one is strong against ranged, but it sucks against everything else. Okay. Ooh, hello. Hey, that's rude. Gotta kill a bitch. Oop, no, pick up the item. There we go. Oh, we got more bullets, good. We got some shotgun shells and a lead plate. I don't know how much useful shotgun shells will do me right now, but... Oh, and some shellings. Alright, so we got a gunner. I wonder if I can, like, sneak in, and a cadet. Oh, and a fire executioner. Don't be telling me. Bam! That's what I thought. I love the gun. I wonder if I can sneak up on him. Ooh! Ah! Ah! Wrong buttons. I want my blood, thank you. Wham bam, thank you, ma'am. There we go. Alright, so we got some more bullets. New practices, new tactics. I know that some of our companions consider that the best advantage we have in our fight against leeches is that they can't go out during the day. Thus, we can hunt them down when they hide, powerless in their sleep. This is a rookie mistake. First, because vampires are clever and they have countless ruses and tricks to avoid being spotted in their den. Second, because they deploy many deadly traps to kill any intruders in what they consider their most precious sanctuary. It would cost us too much men and too much time to explore and eradicate vampires in their hideouts. The best tactic is to follow and destroy them when they really are vulnerable, which is when they hunt at night. It is much easier to attack them then, for they can easily be spotted. That's why the Guard of Priwen must evolve and deploy new tactics to hunt leeches. Small and mobile patrols, tactics based on technological advantages, modern communications. We can learn many things from the war in France, new strategy, new equipment, and new weaponry. Grenades, white phosphorus, ultraviolet light, bulletproof vests, and flamethrower. It is time for the Guard to embrace the 20th century. From A New War by Jeffrey McCollum, Priwen leader. Ooh. Well, Jeffrey McCollum, I regret to inform you, but I'm probably going to murder you, so just, you know, casual FYI. Oh, there we go. Some more aluminium powder and bullets. Can never go wrong with bullets. Let's see. Oh, is this nope. Nope, it's not. Okay.
Did you hear me?
No, did you hear me?
Over there! There's one of them vermin.
Bam. That's probably why I shouldn't just go like rushing into things without paying attention to my vampiric senses. Ooh, I used Lupara. A sawn-off shotgun. Oh! Wow, I got a shotgun a little bit sooner than I expected to. Okay. Oop. There we go. Can I main hand it? No. I don't have much in terms of like munitions for shotguns. I only have like 7 shots, so I guess I'll hold off on using the shotgun right now. Maybe I'll save it for like a boss fight or something. Alright, let's see. Can't go that way. Rats are often located near hideouts. Using senses will help you to locate them more easily. Well, I don't really need to kill any rats, but we'll eat one just in case.
This is despicable.
Alright, let's go in. Oh, there we go. Refill all. Oh, it must be like a way to like quickly like refill your gun up instead of having like reload it during fights or whatever. Alright, so we got our bed. Any goodies? Oh! Oh, some more common handle parts in the lead plate. Can I upgrade anything yet? Oh, yeah, I can. You have enough components to improve one of your weapons. Select a melee weapon to upgrade it. You can upgrade your weapon to a new level with the required ingredients. It will inflict more damage, and you will also gain access to customization slots. Okay. Well, might as well. Enhanced. Oh, okay. So we're level 2 now. So our damage went up, and so did our attack speed and stamina, I think. And I can either do enhanced damage or enhanced handling and decrease stamina consumption by 10%. Drop it down by 1.5, or increase the damage by 6. I mean, I don't really see the stamina boost as like this big great thing right now, so I guess we'll do enhanced damage. There we go. Alright. Oh, wait, can I upgrade anything else? That's a good question. Will this be upgraded? No? What about my gun? No, I might have used up the parts needed to do it, so... Oh well. Alright, we at least upgraded a little something. Oh, I can evolve. Alright, let's get some stuff. Alright, those are still locked. Increase your blood capacity, increase your stamina, increase your life regeneration when using bite in combat. Let's see, to level my... okay, I need 2000 XP for that. What about autophagy? That's locked, I need to be level 6. Body condition, plus 50 health, or increase stamina. Oh. Increase the damage inflicted when using bite in combat. Increase your blood capacity, increase your blood absorption when using bite in combat. Well, health and stamina are both pretty important, but so is like everything else really. I guess increase your stamina. I don't know, I feel like stamina is pretty important. Like I can stay alive, so we'll do that. We'll do 1 and 1. How about that? A little stamina and a little health goes a long way. Can I do anything else? 300, 300, 300. Looks like not. Okay, well, we'll just do 1 to our health and stamina just for a little boost. The following night. Well, we really hope this William guy is still, like, where he's supposed to be. Oh, are they back? Oh, they are. Hello.
Over there!
Yeah, don't be playing with me. Oh, you didn't drop anything. That's a shame.
Filthy piece of shit! Leech! There's one of them vermin!
Give me my blood back. Okay, I'm having a lot. I honestly, like, from what little bits I have played of this game, I really enjoyed it, and I have to say that. Oh my god. Okay. I've got a... That's great. I had to screenshot that because that was just like... That's peak glitching right there. I love that.
Sorry, sir. No admittance.
I just want y'all to know that I refuse to die unless I'm shaking my ass in the afterlife. So, you know, if I'm not shaking my ass at my funeral, y'all need to know that I'm not actually dead, FYI.
Fresh blood. The whole building reeks of it.
Lead
The
rod.
scent is so strong it makes me dizzy.
I'll not betray your trust.
Oh. Ooh, what's this? A used scythe. Equip a two-handed weapon and press triangle to use its special ability. The scythe, for instance, can be used to parry an incoming attack, inflicting heavy stun damage if timed correctly. Ooh, okay. Ah. I'm bad with buttons sometimes. Let's do that. Use scythe. Oh, okay. I like my gun a bit more than that. I'm sorry. And I at least have some ammo for it, so we'll do that. And we've got this scythe, which can be used for parrying.
It's locked.
Well, we can go this way.
This place reeks of bloodshed.
Oh, this is real nice. Somebody's been here a hot minute.
William,
This creature is bedeviled.
I can't feel it.
I must put it down.
Oh, hello. Oh, there we go. Bam. Bam. I'm good with this. Look at me go. Oops. Oh, ouch. There we go. It's all about timing. Come on. Gotta do it just right. Come on. Oops. Shoot. I'm just not getting this timing, apparently. There we go. Bam. Bam. Oh, a used bludgeon. A wooden stick reinforced with a metal edge, destined to crush skulls and bones. Love. Oh, it's a one-handed weapon. Okay. Well, we'll keep that in mind. Is there any items around here? I'll check on you in a second, person. Items are more important.
William, please. Stop.
BB, William's dead. I promise you, you're good now. Ooh. Shillings. Looks like that's everything. Alright. Oh, there you be. Okay.
William was an honorable man. I could have saved him.
Mr. Hampton, are you in there?
We knew him well, another lost soul, a kindred spirit.
Sir, listen to the sound of my voice.
I'm a doctor.
I'm a doctor. You're suffering from shock.
I must return to my flock. They'll stray without me.
Oh, hello.
Remember, certain skulls are every bit as resistant as we are.
Who are you? What do you mean by scowl?
You truly are a newborn. I should have realized.
Wait. You are the woman from the bar. Are you... like me? Can you help me?
I believe, sir, I already have.
Ooh. Spicy mystery girl.
By George and the Saints, you've solved the mystery of these terrible murders. Patience,
I love
good
how he knew
fellows,
right
I've
where to
come
come.
offer help. Just give me a moment to secure my boat. We can leave this awful place.
William was not the evil man they claimed. He was just taken by the thirst. He needed his drink.
This man requires medical attention. We'll see he gets to the nearest hospital.
No, please, I must tend to my fold. My flock needs me.
There, sir. Go with the good Dr. Swansea. He's resourceful, and I'm sure he'll take good care of you.
You'd best come as well. The sun is soon to rise, and you'll need a place to rest.
I just need a moment. If I can learn something about what has happened to William, I'll be a step closer to understanding what happened to me.
Ooh. Alright, well, we're on the path to figuring all this stuff
This
out.
poor creature can't be my maker.
Blood sample of William Bishop.
Could it be some subspecies of vampire?
Well, the lady you
I
talked to
must
just
find
said
a
it was a
place to
skull,
analyze the
so...
blood.
So she just said it was a skull, so obviously it's not a vampire. So I would assume that a skull would have to be like, I don't know, like a servant to a vampire or something of the sort. Welcome back, Boo. How are you? We're about
Where are we headed?
an hour and a half
We're on
into
our way
the
to
game.
Pembroke Hospital. It's just
Came across
the
a couple
canal. They'll
vampires.
have a bed for poor
Saved
Mr.
a guy.
William was... What manner of creature was he?
Predator, prey.
I'm pretty
villain,
bled
and
today. I'm
victim.
sorry you're not feeling so hot
Who can
today. I mean,
The important thing is that he's
I know you
been
briefly talked to me
Duly
about it,
noted.
and I'm keeping you
woman?
in my thoughts.
What... Who is she?
What woman?
Oh, don't play me for a fool. You used me to locate that skull. You must know who she is.
And I thought you a gentleman. You shouldn't talk about a lady behind her back, but I will tell you she values her privacy. Were London as
Ooh.
peaceful as she appears from the middle of the canal? If only that were the reality of the situation.
To be honest, I've always tried to avoid this part of town.
Pembroke Hospital is the last bastion between the rest of London and the epidemic. The flu has decimated the East End and the war still rages. Welcome to the front lines of a plague.
This is where you work, Dr. Swansea.
I am the administrator of Pembroke Hospital.
I thought you were here in service of your mysterious order, the Brotherhood of...
Of St. Paul's Stole, yes. But first and foremost, I'm a man
Oh
of science.
no.
A physician, like yourself, Dr. Reed.
How do you know who I am?
No need for modesty. You are Dr. Jonathan Reed, a surgeon of some caliber and renown, if I'm not mistaken.
You are correct, sir.
I knew it. I had my suspicions. But when you took the blood sample from the corpse of poor William, I was certain.
Dr. Reed.
Dr. Reed. Marvelous.
Have we met?
I attended 3 of your seminars before the war. I have the utmost admiration for your research. And what a turn of fate. England's most esteemed blood specialist returns to London a vampire.
Okay, but like coincidence, you know.
From a so-called man of science.
I understand. Traditionally, the role of science is to refute myth, but when myth walks among us, the Brotherhood of St. Paul has dedicated its purpose to their study. There's so much for you to learn.
Of that, you are right.
Well, then let me be blunt. Join my staff at Pembroke Hospital. As a physician. I suspect you'll not find a better post of employment to contemplate your predicament.
Stretch, alright.
This is sudden. I was returning home to see my sickly mother. But alas, that was before contracting this affliction.
Dr. Reed, take a moment to consider. The post would be for the night shift, providing a good explanation for your absence during daylight hours. You'll be adequately reimbursed and have a place to hide. I even had the forethought to bring some clean clothes. So, what do you say?
It seems I have little choice, but yours is a generous offer, so I thank you.
Brilliant! Oh, Jonathan, this is one for the book, and the beginning of a beautiful friendship.
Alright, we got it. We got ourselves a job, we got a place to stay, we got alibis. We are just ready and we are cruising with this. We beat some guy up and killed some dude for trying to murder other people.
Dr. Swansea, thank goodness. I was beginning to be concerned.
Worry no more, Nurse Crane, for I bring good news.
Oh, Doctor, what a night. We lost 2 more patients. Nurse Scow said she couldn't take it anymore and resigned.
Yes, well, I'll make a new rota in the morning. In the meantime, find a good bed for Mr. Hampton. Be sure to pay attention to his needs.
Of course, Doctor.
Oh, and Dorothy,
Yes, Doctor?
Dr. Reed here has just returned from the front. He served King Country and will be joining us here at Pembroke. We're very lucky to have gained a surgeon of his talent, and one so experienced in blood transfusions.
That is good news indeed, Doctor.
Oh, yes.
These poor people, I mean, I could only, it's,
Here
again,
at Pembroke, it's not what we have, but what we haven't. It's only thanks to Nurse Crane and the staff that our ship doesn't sink. If you have any questions, just ask her.
Duly noted. Thank you.
Your assistance is required, Dr. Swansea, immediately.
Welcome aboard, Jonathan. We'll catch up after my rounds. Coming, Nurse Crane. I'm coming.
I mean, but like, okay, but when you look at it from a point of view of like modern times, again, you can't help but like feel bad for these kind of people because like, you know, the Spanish flu for its time absolutely like decimated and everything and killed a lot of people and you know, it's an awful pandemic and you know, like hospitals were just brimming and overflowing, and then you look at it like in today's terms with like COVID and stuff like that, like it's just such a shame. And you know, like medical personnel are absolutely heroes during this kind of like time period and stuff like that. And so, you know, like just you never know. It's just so crazy to see that kind of stuff, you know. Alright, well, let's go. Take me to a hospital.
You can do better than that now. It's my turn.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh, I'm witnessing a murder. This is great.
Rotten or pristine, each heart contains the source of life. Drink at this river, try it all.
Uh-oh.
Boss to give me a good phone.
Uh-oh.
Oh, come on, you bastard. I won't bite.
Sir, please. You've lost too much blood. Calm yourself.
You think I didn't notice? Stop your staring and get me to an hospital, you arse.
Be more polite. I'll let you bleed. I'll kill you. Oh, no.
Insulting a good Samaritan. Not exactly the way to get rescued.
All right, sorry. I am in pain here. My guts are spilling out onto the street and you're yabbering on.
Yes. That's a very nasty wound you've got there. Take my word, I was...
I am a doctor, Dr. Jonathan Reed.
Hmm.
Name's Clay Cox. I'd appreciate you helping me to a better place, Doc.
Follow me, Mr. Cox. Let me assist you to that better place.
The blood quality indicates how much XP you will get or obtain from a particular citizen. The higher the blood quality, the more XP you get. Mesmerize. To drink the blood of your prey, you first need to mesmerize them to lead them out of sight from others. Your mesmerize level must be equal or higher than the citizen's resistance. Press L1 to mesmerize Clay. Okay. Ooh. Spicy.
Bring this fading light into the shadows.
Follow the red trail to lead your prey into the shadows.
Life and death.
Blood temptation. Press X to embrace Clay Cox or circle to release him. Embracing Clay will provide a massive XP boost, but be aware that there will be consequences. Learning more about citizens and collecting their hints will increase the experience gained. Okay, so if I embrace him, I kill him, and if I release him, then he just lives. So what should I do? Should I kill him or should I release him? How do we want to be a good vampire or a bad vampire? We're a good noodle? Okay, we won't kill him then. Not yet, at least.
No more. Not tonight.
Ooh.
Not like this. I will not take another life.
Look at us go, being all nice and everything to this guy who we just watched murder somebody for whatever reason. Alright, let's get some stuff. Any other cool things? Nope. Okay. Is there anything over here? Nope. Alright, we're good. Uh-oh.
It is wise for the huntsman to sometimes let his prey go. But no famished hunter can run for long.
I wonder, I'm pretty sure that's the voice of our creator. It's gotta be. And obviously, so as the game has said, for us to evolve, we need blood, which, like, gives us XP to evolve, right? So, at some point, I would think in theory, you know, I think the easiest way to evolve and level up is by killing people, but I would assume that a game like this where choices affect the story, you have multiple endings more than likely. So I would assume that there's like good endings, bad endings, stuff like that. And I would think that, like, you know, like in that case, it's like, do I kill people? Do I not kill people? And like, what are the consequences of killing certain people? You know, there's pros and cons to everything. Anything good in here? No?
Doctor, where have you been? I've little time to play hide and seek with new staff members, no matter how illustrious they may be.
Oh, this lady's a bitch.
I found
But like,
a
I
wounded
get
man
it. She's
by
under
the
a lot of
docks.
stress.
He answers to the name of Clay Cox. He requires urgent medical attention.
Already making the rounds? That's the Pembroke spirit. I'll ask our porter, Milton, to bring him back immediately.
Thank you, nurse. What can I do for you?
Dr. Swansea insisted we provide you a quiet office. You'll find it on the second floor with your name on the door.
Thank you. Nurse Crane, isn't it?
Yes, Dorothy Crane. Welcome to Pembroke Hospital, Dr. Reed. Your office has been prepared.
Okay.
I would like to ask a few questions first. What kind of man is Dr. Swansea?
Well, you accepted the job from him. I thought you would have known about your employer.
Apologies, I've only just met him the once. This is sudden. I've only just returned to England.
Dr. Swansea is a brilliant surgeon and the most compassionate physician.
It's right to assume Dr. Swansea knows far more about me than I do about him.
You'll get to know him soon enough, and better than me. The administrator has better things to do than mix with us.
Ooh. I almost kind of sense some hostilities involved in some of this.
And Mr. Hampton, the patient we brought in. How does he fare?
I gave him a sedative to help him sleep. Poor thing was in quite a state of shock.
If you could point me in the direction of my room again, nurse.
Second floor of the hospital, left after the stairs. It's the last vacant office at the end of the corridor.
Okay.
Thank you, Nurse Crane.
Bam. Alright, so we got our job. We're set. Is there any goodies in here? Oh, some glass vials. Any other goodies? Might as well take what I can get. No, nada. Okay. Well, let's come in here, talk to some peoples. Excuse me. More glass vial. Hello, sir.
Good evening, sir.
So it is true. The famous Dr. Reed has joined us. I can't think of any better news during these terrible times.
Do we know each other?
Actually, yes. We met once before, at the Rockefeller University in New York.
Dr. Tippett, yes, I remember. I was assisting Professor Carell in his research about coronary bypasses. He had nothing but praise for you.
He was also very confident about your future. And look at you now. Eminent surgeon and blood transfusion specialist.
I can't help but, like, kind of crack up a little bit, because I'm like, you know, at the fact that I'm a blood specialist and a vampire, so it's like, yeah, I don't know, it's just kind of funny to me.
What is the Pembroke Hospital situation? And please, speak freely.
This hospital is not exactly the best of London. I'm sure you are used to working in a better environment.
It's the same everywhere. I didn't have much of a choice. People are more important.
It's more than enough. In any case, the personnel of a hospital are much more important to me than the building.
Don't be misled by appearances, Dr. Reed. This hospital does not lack talented people. It just lacks hope.
What can you tell me about the staff in the hospital?
Some are really good, and others are not so good. But during this troubled period, there is no time for slander. I prefer to focus on the positive character traits.
That's fair.
Tell me more about cherished people, then.
Nurse Brannigan is a pearl. She is the most helpful and dedicated nurse I've ever worked with. A clever and cheerful woman.
You really seem to admire her skills.
I'll go even further. If she was a man, she would be a damn fine practitioner.
Ooh. Oh yeah, because, you know, gender roles back then, too.
Any opinion about the management?
Women weren't doctors.
I don't always agree with Dr. Swansea's reserve, but I must admit he does all he can to keep this facility running during this crisis.
Ah yes, the burden of command. I was fed up with this concept while serving as a medical officer.
Don't get me wrong. Swansea's a good administrator. I just wish he would get out of his office now and again.
Okay. Well, that's all I can ask him.
Goodbye, Dr. Tippett.
So, we're learning little tidbits. So, obviously, you know, we're in the middle of a pandemic, and obviously, you know, everybody's got differing opinions of each other and stuff like that. So, it's only natural that, you know, some people actually care about the job, and some people are just kind of, like, here for the paycheck. But either way, everybody's got the stress and burden of this pandemic on their shoulders. Oh, hello. Person.
Good evening, nurse. I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed, the new surgeon here at the Pembroke.
Dr. Swansea has already told us about you, sir. I'm Nurse Gwyneth Brannigan. Welcome to the Pembroke.
Oh, this is the guy that Dr.
Really?
Tippett was talking about. Or lady,
It's a
I
good
mean.
thing I wasn't hoping to keep a low profile.
All members of staff have already read about your new blood transfusion technique. Dr. Swansea made sure of that.
I see. Well, I'm a little surprised, but I suppose I'll just have to deal with this unexpected notoriety.
You must know, blood transfusions are Dr. Swansea's primary subject of research. He is convinced it is the future.
How are things here?
Not good, to say the least. We're struggling against an invisible enemy, more lethal than any bullet from a gun. It's hard.
That's true. You know, it's definitely one way to put it.
An invisible enemy. Quite a poetic term for a disease, especially from a nurse.
Sorry, Doctor. These last few weeks have been exhausting. We could all do with a good night's sleep.
Do you think this hospital can survive the epidemic?
We are all volunteers here, and we're trying to hold fast, but how do we beat an invisible killer? Some nurses have already resigned.
I mean, I can only imagine.
I'm not familiar with all the staff yet. Perhaps you could help me.
Brilliant professionals, most of them. Dr. Swansea has a gift for recruiting talent.
Most of them? Is there a problem I should know about, nurse?
It would be inappropriate for me to speak ill of a colleague.
Is there anyone that stands out?
Well, I have never met someone as dedicated as Dr. Tippett. He should be a standard for us all here. If only he were younger.
Why should his age be a problem?
I guess it's fair to say he's always pushing himself to the limits. He just doesn't know when to stop and get some rest.
Okay, so he thinks nothing but high regards of her, and like she thinks good of him, but he pushes himself way too much. Spicy.
Nurse Brannigan, if you do know something, please tell me. Anything you say will be held in confidence.
No. I may disagree with some conduct, but in the end, everybody is doing their best.
Why does Dr. Tippett claim you're the main reason he keeps working, despite his fatigue?
If it wasn't for him, I probably would have left the Pembroke years ago.
Dr. Tippett does not think of you as just a nurse anymore, does he?
If you're suggesting he's not taking my gender into consideration when it comes to medical practice and knowledge, I really hope he doesn't.
Goodbye, nurse. Call me if you need assistance.
I love that though. Okay, they have kind of like a cute little work relationship. I like that. Is there anything over here? No? Okay. Alright, let's talk to this guy.
Good evening, sir. I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed. I'm new here.
I've already heard about you, Dr. Reed. I'm Milton Hooks, the ambulance driver for this shithole of a hospital.
That's quite a blunt introduction, Mr. Hooks.
You can call me Milton. I like to speak my mind, Dr. Reed. Perk of the job. Don't judge me, and I won't judge you.
I'm not sure I understand what you're talking about.
Well, I'm no doctor, but I'm pretty sure a gun can't be used as a surgical instrument.
You have a keen eye. I learned to shoot during the war, and have carried one ever since. Old habits die hard.
No need to explain, Dr. Reed. And if you ever need a better gun, remember, I may have something for you.
Oh, an ambulance driver that works as a weapons dealer. Love that.
Are you really smuggling weapons through the hospital?
And why not? I've already been attacked by patients, you know. And by gang members willing to steal my money.
But you're not defending yourself. You're selling guns to civilians.
You keep people alive your own way, Doctor. I offer them another way to protect their health.
I mean...
How is the situation around here?
You want to hear the situation is all right? It's fucking awful. We lack everything. And it's getting worse every day.
Okay. Well, I can imagine.
So what do you do exactly in this hospital? Apart from smuggling guns, I mean.
I've been an ambulance driver since... too long, I guess. I bring sick people here night and day. It's a dirty job, but I get it done. Most of the time.
Oh, love that most.
Since you're on the front line, how is the sanitary situation in this vicinity?
It's a complete disaster. It's even getting dangerous to enter some streets or buildings. Even the locals attack you.
It sounds like things have been a bit rough recently. What's happened?
Yesterday I got attacked by the patient I was bringing in.
Uh-oh.
I escaped through the hospital's garden, but I lost my wallet when I was running.
You left An infected patient outside the hospital. That's incredibly dangerous.
Go there yourself if you want, but be careful, Doctor. I'd rather not bring your dead body back.
Okay. Midnight in the Garden of Good and Evil. Oh, we must have got like a side quest or something.
Goodbye, Milton.
Well, it looks like that's all I can do for the time being with him.
Dr. Swansea is right. This place seems perfect to conduct my research.
Is there anything like item-wise? No. Oh, hello, person. Who are you?
Good evening, nurse.
Good evening, Doctor. I don't think we've been introduced yet. My name is Pippa Hawkins.
And I'm Dr.
I
Jonathan
love that
Reed.
name, that's cute.
Dr. Swansea has recently offered me a position in this hospital.
Well, it's a euphemism that your help will be appreciated, Doctor.
Pippa's such a cute name, I like that.
How would you describe the situation at the Pembroke Hospital?
It's serious. The flu is wreaking havoc amongst the staff and patients. We are running out of everything.
Nurse Hawkins, the Spanish flu won't last forever. Even the Black Plague didn't kill everyone.
I wish I could believe you. But what if this epidemic was worse? What if in the end, nobody was spared?
Honestly, I'm sure that's how some people feel about COVID right now.
You must get a hold of yourself, nurse.
Sorry, I'm exhausted. No one has any idea when this epidemic will be over.
How long have you been a nurse?
Well, long enough to see that the epidemic is winning. And no matter how qualified you are, don't tell me you'll change that.
Change your attitude, you're right, you'd be surprised.
I don't like your attitude, Nurse Hawkins. Pessimism can be as lethal as the epidemic in times like these.
Sorry, Doctor. I don't want to sound bitter, but I'm just too tired to give a pep talk like Nurse Brannigan.
Ooh.
How is the Pembroke staff coping with the epidemic?
Well, not well. Milton, the ambulance driver, is even more grumpy than usual, especially concerning doctors.
Why is Milton grumpy on a daily basis? Is it just an act?
Milton's not the kind of man who's bothered about a bad reputation, whether he deserved it or not.
Oh, So her and him have to have something in common with each other.
Why does Milton dislike
like Dr.
doctors?
Tippett
I don't
and
know.
Nurse Brannigan?
Just ask him. But be warned, Milton is not the chatty type.
Okay, well that's all I can get for her. Goodbye, Nurse Hawkins.
It's locked.
Ooh, a long letter. Okay, let's see what we got here. Birmingham on the 27th of October. Hello, sis. How are things in the big city? Here in Brum, things are not so good. It seems the flu is here again, and we have many new cases of infection in the neighborhood. Do you remember Miss Scheller, the old drinking hag from the 3rd floor? She passed away 2 days ago, and her flat is already occupied again. Geez, you would have to pay me a huge amount of money to go sleep in the bed in which a woman died of the flu just a few hours ago. Sorry, I did not take time to quickly answer your last letter. Between taking care of little Paul, Mum, Dad, and my job at the factory, I rarely find time to write to my favorite sister. By the way, my son says hello to his Auntie Pippa. Oh. Oops, I stole her letter. My bad. You should see the little bugger, already driving me mad. And Mum says you bring back some of those marvelous cakes the next times you come back home. In your last letter, you told me you thought about quitting your job at the Pembroke Hospital. I have to tell you, Pip, you better think twice. There are always jobs at the factory, but wages are shit, and it's as boring as a day without a shag. Oh, I have a new fiance, and no, I'm no slut, you moral bitch, you. Oh. Ooh. I got full on so much junk food. That's a mood, honestly, my love. I feel that. I'm living for this sister of Pippa's. She's just straight up like calling her out. She's like, I'm no slut, you moral bitch. Oh. So if you really want to quit and do something more useful than counting the dead every morning, maybe you better stay in London and join that band you told me about. The Guard or Priven, something like that. Never heard of them, but if they are, like you said, some sort of civil militia trying to make a difference, then maybe it's a good choice for you. Just be sure to let the others go in front. That's how my poor Billy got killed in France, by leading too many patrols. Bloody war. Anyway, come back as soon as you can and give me all the good news before that. I am your affectionate sister, Lucy, Paul, Mum, and Dad. So Pippa's thinking of quitting, but considering the attitude she gave and everything, I'm not surprised by that. It's a shame though, like, I honestly, you know, in a situation like this, I can only imagine that people would be wanting to try and quit their jobs and get out of this. Let's see. Oh, individual. Hello.
Good evening, Doctor. I believe we're going to be working together.
Dr. Reed. Dr. Swansea informed us of your arrival, but I could not dare to believe we'd have such good fortune. Such an honor, sir.
Thank you. And you are?
I am Thoreau Strickland, Dr. Thoreau Strickland. I'm a great admirer of your work, Dr. Reed.
Okay. I kind of like the name Thoreau. Like, I think that's interesting. Like, you know, one of those older time names and everything that... I don't know. I always thought that was a cool name.
Please, could you tell me something about yourself?
I'm a great admirer of your work concerning blood transfusion, Dr. Reed. I run my own experiments. I'm convinced it's the future.
Uh-oh.
What made you choose to be a doctor?
I'm not ashamed to admit you and your work have inspired me.
Oh, I have a
am
fanboy.
honored to have the opportunity to work by your side.
I'll be glad to help you. Research is exhausting. Flattery is useless.
It's
We're nice.
Always a pleasure to share scientific and medical knowledge with someone eager to learn. I'll be glad to help you if I can.
This epidemic may be the century's most terrible disaster, but I'm convinced that we, as doctors, are the only ones able to defeat it.
You know who he makes me... What my immediate thought was with this guy was like the adoring fan from Oblivion, when you're like the champion or the great or the like grand champion of the arena. How do you like the game so far? Oh my gosh, it's amazing. I love it. I'm living for the philosophical talk that's being kind of discussed and everything, and I just like the overall themes and general like vibe of the game. Obviously, I don't know a whole lot on some of the more specifics about things, but I'm sure that'll change as we get further into it. But overall, so far, I'm invested and I enjoy it.
I based my technique on my mentor's research. He helped me perfect my method. What is yours?
I'd rather not talk about it. For now, it's just theories and first approach. My process is purely experimental and unsuccessful.
As long as you're cautious and methodical, you may remain empty-handed, but you won't fail.
You're not the first one to warn me, but I am convinced knowledge is the main weapon against the ravages of this epidemic.
Love that for him.
What can you tell me about the Pembroke?
Well, it has always been an honor to work with Dr. Swansea. But with your arrival, I can't think of a better opportunity to learn about blood transfusion.
You seem quite optimistic. It's a rare and precious attitude in these difficult times.
I'm convinced that this epidemic is a test of endurance and dedication for us men of science.
Questions remain about our capacity to resolve the situation.
True. Last summer, during the first wave of the epidemic, I used to joke with Milton about the extra work. We're not smiling now.
Do you need help with anything in particular?
Well, yes, maybe. I'm waiting for a batch of products I ordered for my personal research, yet my supplier seems to have vanished.
Do you want me to play the errand boy for you?
Oh no, Dr. Reed. But if you went personally to his shop, what with your reputation and all, he wouldn't dare to refuse the products I need.
I see. Well, give me the address, for I may pass by if I have time.
Oh, another side quest. Okay. Missing ingredients.
Goodbye, Dr. Strickland.
Alright. Well, let's go check out our upstairs room and see what we got going on there. We talked to at least a few people. We don't want to sit here and talk to too many people forever. Let's see. This game's got a lot of dialogue and a lot of like story and everything to it, which I really like and enjoy. I really like that there's like a lot to see and do. Ooh, a hacksaw. Oh, wrong button. Gosh darn me. It's another one-handed weapon for us. 65 damage, so it's better than our machete. It's got the same attack speed, but it's got a little bit more stamina usage. So I think as far as like 1 damage is concerned, not counting the increased 10%, it's not worth it right now. T. Elwood's medical file. Patient Thomas Elwood, male, age 28, followed by Dr. Tippett's. Status convalescence. Date of admission September 16th. Date of release TBD. Notes: the patient's face has been heavily burnt and disfigured by a bomb during the war. Even with the use of the strongest sedatives, he affirms to regularly endure severe pain from the wounds, as if the flames are still burning under the skin. He says, examinations of the cicatrized tissues show no trace of inflammation, infection, or swelling. Scars are clean. Could it be a case of persisting nerve damage? The patient never ceases to blame himself for his disfiguration. Could it be a case of guilt of the survivor? Phantom pain manifesting as a punishment for not dying with his comrades. Ooh, now we're getting into some psychological type stuff. That would be hard though. I mean, like, survivor's guilt is real for a lot of people, regardless of what the circumstances are. And you know, like, PTSD is real for a lot of people too.
It's locked, all right.
And it's such a shame, you know.
It's locked, all right.
Alright, well, we found our
This
room.
must be the place. It's definitely away from prying eyes. Relegated to the shadows. A kingdom of my own. At least I won't be sleeping in a coffin.
Stereotypical vampire talk. Alright, is there any goodies? Let's see what we got to work with. Article on Ekans. It is a rare opportunity and almost a privilege to approach a vampire, to observe their most intriguing physical and psychological traits with a scientific and rational eye. Here are some of the most fascinating abilities I've personally observed over the last 10 years while interviewing a few vampires, or Ekin as they prefer to call themselves. Supernatural speed. A vampire can act and move like a mortal in all his actions, but the trained eye will spot that they have the keenest senses and can react quicker than any mortal. On a few occasions, alarm, surprise, necessity to flee, I have seen a vampire move so quickly it is almost as if he had vanished just to reappear somewhere else. The human eye cannot follow their movements when they act so quickly, but it is not a teleport or dematerialization, it is only a supernatural speed. For me, it is a cat-like attribute which allows them to run, dodge, or jump longer and faster than us. I also notice that such speed seems to exhaust them and that they are bound to physical limitations. Mesmerism. One of the most powerful abilities a vampire can deploy is the capacity to force a mortal to obey them. I call this trait mesmerism, but it has nothing to do with the mortal ability to alter a subject's mental state. A vampire can bend a mortal to their will, and they can even break a mind. A vampire I interviewed even told me the more a subject tries to resist, the more permanent the damage will be, as if the vampire could literally fracture their target's psyche. The same vampire explained to me that this ability required time to master, and that the result could vary widely from one subject to another. Implant a false memory, erase a painful one, the possibilities are endless and frightening. Blood awareness. This may be the most catastrophic ability of all concerning vampires, since it is the cause of so many tragedies for them and us. Vampires crave for blood. They must use their will to restrain themselves from frenziedly drinking every drop of blood they can see. They need blood to function and to express their full supernatural traits. A famished vampire can be very weak, even if he cannot die of hunger or thirst. This urge, this need for blood, may explain why a vampire is so aroused by it. A vampire confessed to me that blood could sometimes blind him, since its smell and attractiveness can be so strong. When he focuses, a vampire can almost see blood all around them. inside warm bodies, through walls, on a supposedly clean weapon, etc. The same vampire even told me that he can see if a mortal has clean blood or is ill, and that in some cases he can even sense diseases, infected clothes, or even items in a room. If this is true, it could have so many medical applications it almost beggars belief. Interesting. I wonder if that might have to play in part with like the pandemic and stuff like that, especially with us being a doctor.
The flower's dying. It needs water.
Oh, sad. Alright, let's see. You first need to analyze the components you found to unlock new recipes. Click on the to analyze components. Oh, there we go. We got a light regeneration serum out of that. That's cool.
William Bishop's blood is much more unstable than human blood and shows extensive mutation. But this is not what happened to me. I must keep on searching. The sun is about to rise. I can feel it. I'll continue tomorrow night.
Alright, yeah, let's do that.
I have so much time now.
Oh, okay, good. We got some stuffs. Oh, we can learn some defensive skills. So we've got coagulation now. You will block your target's blood in their veins, making them defenseless. Oh, love that. And blood barrier. You create an invisible barrier, absorbing direct damage until it fades or is destroyed. Do you work tomorrow? I do work tomorrow, actually. So I do have to cut it short here pretty soon. Blood barrier. I haven't really had any issues as far as defensive goes, so we won't worry about defensive abilities right this second. 885. 600. 600. 1,000. 1,000. What about autophagy level 2? I still haven't unlocked that yet. So let's increase our blood capacity because we do have some. I don't have to worry about that quite so much. I keep myself pretty full. So I guess, yeah, it couldn't hurt to get a defensive ability. You block your targets. Let's get coagulation. That could be useful against like bosses and such. The vampire will concentrate on the prey's blood, stopping them in their tracks and making them defenseless. It's easier to kill something that can't move. Let's do it. Bam. Alright, we're set. And I don't have enough for anything else, so we'll just do this. The following night.
If I'm to stay here until
I know,
my
how
research
dare
is
I have
complete,
work.
I'd better learn to hide my true nature from the mortals.
Chapter 2, White Coat and
What about
Night
my
Shift.
thirst for blood?
Oh, well, you'll have to hold up, Dorothy. Alright, well, it is getting kind of late over here on my end, and I do have work early in the morning, but I at least am glad that I got to share the first little part of this experience with all of you. You know, hopefully we can do this some more. I'd love to continue this game with you guys. I'll see if I can get a schedule posted up for this week, so definitely stay tuned. You'll find it on my channel, and stuff like that. So I'll probably post it up on my socials and everything too, just for y'all. But I've had a lot of fun. This is great. I've enjoyed my time with y'all. And, you know, I'm hoping I can get some editings of this. I'd like to post this up on YouTube, so definitely, you know, keep an ear out for any YouTube postings and such as I get my channel going. And if you guys have any questions, I mean, definitely feel free to reach out to me at any given point in time. I'd love to see and talk to y'all. So, you know, thanks for coming and hanging out and having fun. If you'd like to support the stream, you can subscribe, you can donate to the link below, all that good stuff. And other than that, I hope everybody has a great night and a wonderful week at work. Take care, and I love you all. Let's see, we should probably... Oh yeah, I'd already saved. Alright. See ya, gang.